Welcome to the funnel. You caught me red-handed. I'll be honest, this is a sales funnel, and the intention of this video and this funnel is to get you to book a call. And the intention of that call is to sell you on something that's going to completely change your life like it did with me. And it's going to help you get to that next level of success more easily and more quickly. So the question is, are you ready? In the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to show you exactly how Craig removes all your internal barriers in just 30 days to allow you to create a lifetime of effortlessly reaching heightened levels of success and fulfillment, guaranteed. And if Craig doesn't, he's going to give you a full refund. He's going to continue working with you for free until you're utterly convinced that he has. And also by the end of this video as well, I hopefully want to give you some realizations that I personally had that you can implement right now that are going to help you create more success in your life. And who am I? My name is Ingham-Gore, and I decided to leave my previous business and to partner with Craig after he was my own personal breakthrough coach. Because Craig genuinely changed my life so much, and I knew how powerful this stuff was that he did, and anything less than that just didn't sit right with me. So I left my previous business and I went all in with him. And Craig has been hired by some of the best, some of the best CEOs running some of the biggest companies in the country. He's also worked with a lot of athletes and performers too, including Premier League footballers and B-class celebrities. And Craig's able to easily remove clients' internal barriers because he knows how to quickly identify the root cause of their problem and permanently remove it using the empowered intelligence method that is backed by neuroscience. And just to give you some quick testimonials, we've got Elizabeth Henson, who's an entrepreneur. She said that in 10 years of crippling limiting beliefs, gone forever. My experience was life-changing. I felt the limiting beliefs literally pull out of me. It's like a veil has been lifted. Thank you, Craig. I'm so grateful. We've got James Lavelle, who's a coach and an entrepreneur. I won't bore you with this. If you want to pause this and give it a read, go for it and then hit play again. But we also have Dr. Sarah Hainbridge, who's a psychology lecturer. She said that before working with Craig, I had the belief that my success was limited. Craig helped me transform that, and now my success is abundant. I highly recommend him. Be prepared for transformation. And we've got myself, I've been through the process, and I'll get more into my story in a minute. Obviously, I'm an entrepreneur, and before working with Craig, despite taking massive action, I couldn't get to that next level. I sacrificed my relationships in the process. Now creating more success just feels easy and fun, and I've never felt so fulfilled in my relationships. And the methods that Craig uses have never been seen before. And based on cutting-edge principles of psychology, neuroscience, NLP, and advanced hypnosis that Craig has learned and certified in at the highest level for over a decade, he then created and founded the Empowered Intelligence Method, which he actually owns the rights to. So only Craig and myself can take people through his process, as I was actually the first person that he trained up and certified with the Empowered Intelligence Method. So you literally can't do this anywhere else on the planet. You can't get the results that we're getting, people. Like, there's nowhere else that you can get this. There's just here. So what would you do if you just felt limitless? If reaching heightened levels of success just felt easy? If making more money, more status and influence just felt easy? What would you do if feeling completely abundant, fulfilled, and completely at peace with who you are just felt easy? And if making a massive impact just felt easy? Because that's exactly what will happen more and more after the 30 days of working with Craig. And I know how powerful this stuff is because I've been through it myself. Craig is genuinely the smartest person I know, and he completely changed my life. And I believe in this so much that I decided to leave my previous business and to partner with him. And we have the exponential transformation or its honours guarantee. So what does that actually mean? Well, what that means is in the 30 days of working with Craig, we're going to get you to the point where you are completely and utterly convinced that you've got the result that you want. If we don't, Craig's actually going to give you a full refund and continue working with you for free until you're utterly convinced that you have. So you literally can't lose this. Like, we take all the risk. If we have to do that, we go into the red. So you can literally only win with this. It's also who takes the risk. So next step is to book a success accelerator call so we can start to uncover the root cause of your internal barriers. But before you do that, how does it all work? So 3-step process. First of all, we want to find the root cause of the internal barriers that are hindering you from reaching that next level of success. We want to find the root cause of this problem. Once we find it, we permanently want to eliminate it. It's kind of like having weeds in the garden, right? And what I personally used to do is go out into the garden. It was like I was trying to cut the weeds. I tried different things, tried learning new skills, new strategies, etc. Realized that didn't work, came to the realization that there was actually an internal barrier that was hindering me from success. So I started to look internally, tried NLP and other holistic practices. And it was like I was going into the garden trying to cut these weeds. And the problem with that is, yes, it had some sort of benefit for at least a period of time, but because the root was still there, the weed kept growing back. So if we go in and address it at the root, we find the root and we pull out the root, well, the weeds literally have to die. They cannot survive. So we want to find the root cause of the problem. We want to permanently eliminate it. And then we want to completely rewire your mind to allow you to create more success more easily and more quickly within your life. Now, Craig is only working with people who are serious about elevating their success. And as I've mentioned, he's been hired by some of the best, including CEOs running some of the biggest companies in the country. And Craig created the Empowered Intelligence method from principles he's learned over the last decade from some of the best coaches and mentors on the planet in psychology, neuroscience, NLP, advanced hypnosis. And the Empowered Intelligence method is backed by neuroscience, and it has been proven to work over and over and over again from the results that Craig's getting from the clients that he's working with. And Craig created, founded, and owns the rights to the Empowered Intelligence method. And he's getting people results that you literally cannot get anywhere else on the planet. Like, you can't do this anywhere else. Here is the only place that you can do this. And where was I before working with Craig? How did he change my life? I was in a place in my life where I'd create some success in my life, but I couldn't seem to get to that next level. And I was hitting this plateau, and I'd been there for a few years, and I tried many different things. I started my journey as a bricklayer, and as I was bricklaying, I tried network marketing, and then left all of that and got into high ticket sales. And I started jumping around from different vehicle to try and get into that next level of success. Just trying new things, desperate to get to that next level. And after a period of time, what I was doing just stopped fulfilling me. So I kept moving around more and more, and it just became like a means to an end. Like, the goal was just to get to that next level of success, and I'd do anything to try and get there, but I just couldn't do it. And because of all this, I was working these relentless hours. It started to impact my health. I started getting burnt out. It started to impact my relationships. Actually led to a break with my previous girlfriend because of this stuff. I just struggled to make time for it because I was just always working. And the rarity that I did have time with her, like, I wasn't really there. Like, I was just thinking of business and feeling guilty that I wasn't working and getting anxious about work. And it led to a breakup. And, simple little things like when I was with her, I couldn't even make simple decisions about what we'd have for dinner just because I just wasn't there. And it really impacted my life. And I tried everything to overcome this. I tried reading the books, listening to the podcast. I invested heavily into personal development. I started to realize that actually my emotions, my thoughts, my behaviors are actually working against me rather than for me. And that's when I started to realize that, maybe there are internal barriers holding me back. So I started to look internally. I did NLP. I tried psychedelics. I tried a lot of holistic retreats. I tried the morning routines, the meditations, the breathworks. Like, I tried everything to overcome this, and nothing really worked. It gave me some sort of benefit, but I didn't get that immediate, profound shift that I was looking for. And then I met Craig, and he started saying some things that really resonated with me. And he started saying how most problems in your career or business are actually just a personal problem that's showing up in your career or business. And how most problems are actually just a symptom of a deeper underlying issue that's going on. And if you focus on the symptom, you'll just spend your whole life managing the symptom rather than getting rid of the problem. And the only way to get rid of the problem is to address it at the root cause. So this was like a massive light bulb moment for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of concerns before I worked with Craig myself. It was a high ticket investment. I tried previous things before this that didn't work, and I wasted money. Even though I was aware that I had to work on the internal world, there was some level of skepticism for me, I'll be honest. But I knew, obviously, Craig had been hired by some of the best. And to be honest with you, I didn't really know where else to turn. Like, it was the last bit of hope that I had, so I decided to go all in with it. And that's exactly what I did. And he took me through the 3-step process. So first, he found the root cause of my problem, a root cause of the internal barriers that are holding me back. Now, this stuff was so deep inside of me, I genuinely believe there's no way in a million years anyone else could have found that. Like, if I didn't work with Craig, there's no way I would have been able to find that. Once I found it, you permanently removed it. Like, immediately, I just felt this like fear and anxiety that I'd been carrying around for years just leaving my body. Like, I felt lighter. And then he completely rewired my mind to allow me to create more success in life more easily. And that's exactly what happened. I attracted my new girlfriend into my life, who I love very much. You can actually see on this photo on the right-hand side. We've just spent the last year traveling the world together whilst building our businesses. And not only is it easy to get to that next level of success and to build my business, but it's also easy at the same time to make that time with her consistently. And when I'm with her, to have that time being present, like, it just feels effortless in doing so. Since going through this process, I started making more money. I started attracting opportunities into my life that I just would have previously dreamed of. I started getting in rooms like this photo on the right-hand side. I'm actually at the red carpet Netflix premiere in Mayfair in London, which was crazy. I started a podcast, and I was getting different people on the podcast. We were getting Spencer Lodge, who's worth 100 million on there. We've had a guy called Mike Schill, who was Grant Cardone's top sales rep, and Percy knows Grant Cardone. We've had Liam James Collins, who was the body double for Tom Hardy as Bane, as Batman on The Dark Knight. I've been meeting people who have trained and coached consistently with Conor McGregor. It's crazy some of the connections that I've been building, and just every area of my life has just elevated since going through this process, and it just becomes easier. And the best thing is, not only is it easy to create success in my life now, but it's fun. Like, I'm really enjoying the journey, and it's like an adventure. So if you go through this process, you will attract more money effortlessly. You'll embody unshakable confidence and self-worth. You'll perform consistently at a high performance level, be more productive and creative. You'll enjoy emotional peace and success in all areas of your life, mastering the work-life balance. You'll attract opportunities you would have previously missed. You'll create more of a meaningful impact. You'll experience that purpose-driven fulfillment. You'll feel a deep sense of connection with others, and you'll be able to live freely and authentically without having to wear the mask to meet the standards of others. And the best part is, like I said, if you aren't completely satisfied with your result within the 30 days, you will get a full refund from Craig, and he will work with you for free until you're utterly convinced that you have. And obviously, if we do that, we go into the red. So we take all the risk, and you risk nothing. You can only win with this. And Craig only wants to work with ambitious entrepreneurs who are serious about taking their success to the next level. And this probably isn't for you if you're always blaming external factors for your circumstances, if you're closed-minded, or you've got extreme skepticism. A little bit of skepticism is okay. I had it. That's completely normal. But if you're extremely skepticism and you don't even believe that the internal world can affect your external world, and your internal world and internal barriers are going to help you, if you don't believe in that stuff, and that stuff can hinder you from reaching the next level of success, then this probably isn't for you. Because trust me, we've got results after results after results after results of how this stuff works. I've been through it. I know how much it's changed my life, and that's why I believe in it so much. But if you are an ambitious entrepreneur and you're serious about removing all your internal barriers so you can achieve that next level of success more easily, then click that button below and schedule a call with myself. Like I said at the start of this sales funnel, I did say I want to book a call with you to sell you something, and that will massively change your life like it did with me. And if it is the right fit and it is what you're looking for, then great. So yeah, go and click that button and schedule that call, because I promise you it will be the best decision you have ever made for your success. So thanks for watching, and again, click it, go and schedule that call. Best case scenario is we remove all your internal barriers and you create more success more easily and more quickly within your life. Worst case scenario is you have some amazing shifts, you get a full refund, you get free coaching, you get some amazing insights that are going to help you reach more success anyway. So click that link below and let's have a call.